my gosh, I can't believe it's been 7 months since I started this channel and then did nothing. There are two, yes, two videos, and now this will be three. I have no script, nothing to talk about, except for the fact that I rewatched the New Beginning. Awfully long intro video, I must say. Anyway, I no longer have chickens. The chickens are gone. Very sad story. Sorry if anybody's triggered by dead animals. So you might not want to listen to this part. I had picked up 6 chicks from TSC. I already had the 3 full-grown chickens in the wonderful coop that my son-in-law made me. And he did a fabulous job. Suburb. So I got these chicks home. I kept them in the garage for a long time so that they were by themselves, and then integrated the chicks into the coop with the bigger chickens. Everything seemed to be fine for a minute. I mean, for a hot minute. So timeline wise, since I wasn't vlogging at the time, I can't tell you specifically, but we might have went a week before chicks came up missing. And when I say missing, I mean just like vanished, gone. I think it was 4 of them in the very beginning. Just 4 just completely disappeared. Maybe it wasn't 4 of them. Maybe it was only 2. Anyway, not the point. The point is that several of the chicks just came up missing. They were too big to fit through the chain link fence, so I know they didn't just go through the chain link fence. I did not find any blood anywhere. There were no feathers loose anywhere. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, my dog is licking. She loves to lick. It's kind of annoying. So anyway, here these couple of chicks go missing, and then nothing happens for a couple of days. I kind of separated the older chicks from the younger chicks for a minute, because I wasn't sure that they didn't kill those chicks and just leave the other ones. I didn't know what was going on. So separated them for a while, and everything seemed to be fine. So I reintegrated them again. And then another one came up missing during the day, midday, gone, just gone. I have no idea what happened to it, just gone. I'm like, okay, I kind of felt like it was the bigger chicks. And I'm like, oh, you naughty birds. Cannibals. Kind of are. I mean, they will eat their own. So I decided that I was just going to play it out and see what happened with the rest of them. I think at that point there was 2 left, and one showed up dead outside the coop in the morning, and then the other one was a hot mess in the coop the following day. And at that point I was just positive it was the bigger chicks. I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to grow my flock with these birds, so maybe I'll start all over. I'll give these guys away and let somebody deal with them, and I'll just buy more chicks and start with a bigger flock. So I had some communication. Sorry, my tongue flip-flopped. Some communication with a friend, and found out that his son would have liked the chickens, so I gave them to him. But the day that he came to get them, there ended up only 2 chickens for him to take instead of 3. Because that morning I went out there and there was another death. And it was one of the big chickens. So now I knew it wasn't the big chickens that had been killing the little ones. Something was getting in the coop and was killing them, or in the yard and was taking them. It was just a good thing that I was getting rid of the other ones. Otherwise, the other two wouldn't have made it either. And I feel really bad about the whole situation. So much so that I was like, well, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not going to get more chicks. I'm not going to keep attempting this. I don't want any more of them to die. I felt terrible as an animal parent, as a human being in general, that I wasn't able to protect them. It kind of hurt my heart a little, and I was very sad about the fact that I wasn't able to protect them. But and maybe in hindsight, there were a couple of things that I might have been able to do to prevent any more death. But what is done is done. I sold my coop, and that chapter of my life is gone. We're on to new things, and I'm not getting any more animals. I am still working in the front yard, growing my food forest, and it's no longer just, if I knew how to insert pictures, I would love to be able to insert pictures right now so that you could see where it started from, where it's just a front yard. Had a birch tree. I mean, you really can't tell. My driveway's over here, and I had a birch tree right here next to the driveway, and then the rest of the front yard, it was just really just grass, and then some plants along my front deck. And then I got a hold of, connected on Chip Drop. If you've not heard of Chip Drop, that's where it's a middleman basically who connects people who want wood chips dropped off and arbors who need a place to drop off the wood chips. So they connect those two people together, and wood chips are dumped off. Please excuse me. I lose my mind. I think I told you in the beginning video that I am totally ADD, and the train leaves the track all the time. So sometimes I can get it back on the tracks and we can continue, and other times it just jumps and I don't know where the heck it went. But anyway, I connected on chipdrop.com, and there's no sponsors. I don't have any sponsors. Who would sponsor me anyway? I mean, this is like the third video out of a 7-month time. Ridiculous. I will try to do better. I really will try to do better. So anyway, wood chips were dropped off, and I spread them all over the front yard. I had planted a peach tree at some point before the chip drop. So my peach tree is mature, and I had been getting peaches off of it. This year, the stink bugs and the Japanese beetles, I think that's what they're called, they're shiny. Anyway, they ate the crap out of my peaches because I didn't get out there and put the little bags on the peaches as they started to grow. It would have been one way to protect them. So if you didn't know about that either, when your peaches or your pears or your apples, whatever is growing, the ones you can, Cora, stop licking. If you get these little bags, they're like tool bags, like tool, not as in tools that you use to do hardware work kind of stuff, shop work, but tool as in the fabric, like netting, like fine mesh netting, that have like the little ribbon in there that you can draw together, so like a drawstring bag. And you can put those on each one of your fruits and then pull it tight, and then the bugs don't get in there to bite down on your fruit and damage it. And worms can't get in there, and yeah. But I didn't get out there and do that soon enough, so I lost my whole harvest of peaches. This year, the plants that got in the ground are really filled it out. I started getting compliments from the neighbors, which was really nice to hear that they were seeing my plans coming together and they can see where it's going to be really pretty in the end. So not only will it be functional for food and medicinal purposes, but also pretty because there's also flowering plants that will be there all the time just to make it beautiful so that the neighbors can enjoy it too. And then I won't just be the crazy neighbor in the neighborhood with the strange yard. If more people grew food and we could exchange, like if you were good with cucumbers and I was good with peaches, then we could exchange. And, neighborhoods could be full of places where instead of having to go to the grocery store for your produce, you could just have like a little exchange group and everybody would always have food. So I don't know, maybe I'm an idealist and I think that it would be a wonderful thing, but other people would probably cringe at the idea. Do we use the word cringe at almost 50? I'm going to. At the idea of having to grow anything other than grass. So that being said, that's my video today. If that dog and the licking, if I have time tomorrow, I will get up another video. I went shopping today. Got a lot of my Christmas shopping done, and I bought myself a Christmas present, and hopefully it'll be charged for tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have a little bit of time before I have a couple of grandkids that are coming to spend the night, and I'll be able to share some info on my, I think I got it at Target. Yeah, I got it at Target, and I'll show you what it was. So for now, have a great night. I love you and God bless. Bye-bye.